just a second. Okay guys, so I'm recording this video now, and just like the video, by the way, if you didn't like the video yet, subscribe here to my channel. You can even link your account with me. I leave you all these necessary links in the comments of this video, and you're gonna be helping me in some way if you do that. All right, but guys, I'm here today because I need to talk about the new gear that's coming for the fourth season. Yeah, fourth season is coming, and guess what? There are new mythicals as well, and these new mythicals, I believe that's going to be to improve what they did for the third season, because in terms of the third season, it was not that good. Okay, even though they are still the ones, the mythicals, the famous mythical gears, like the Carnage one that actually every player use in terms of damage to improve the damage, even though that doesn't work with Rook. You guys know well what happened with Rook, isn't it? So I'm going to show here, so I have to show this just for you guys see about these new gears. Okay, so look at this. I'm gonna start here over. Look at this, and you have these crazy new gears here. So this is the legendary ones. Actually, if you are old player playing Dragonheir, I think you guys know well. So this one here is the Berserker. So what the Berserker is good for? Well, is an offensive gear. Okay, so after the battle start, periodically grants one of the following effects randomly. That's going to be attacks up, critical damage up, and then elemental damage up. If this can be good, for sure, I think so. You have to, it's very early now for you to talk about something that's gonna be crazy one, but you guys can have an idea. So this one here, look at that, Wings of the Walking, reduce all elemental damage taken by the weather for a certain period at the start of the battle. So I believe when a specific gear informed this way here, reducing damage automatically came to your mind. But wow, this one here is gonna be good for arena, for Freemander, and so on. Even dungeons. All right, but just put that in mind. After a while, dispel all the buffs. Look at that. Dispel all the. It's a cleanser from alliance and grants edges. Okay, and then what the edges does? When taking damage, consumes a stack of reduced damage taken. So two interesting gears here. First offensive, second one. The second one here is more the supporter gear. Okay, good. And then you have the mythic sets. I have to talk this because, look at this, Lord of Time, guys. This one I think is gonna be the most pursued gear for the fourth season. Just because, look at that, Temporal Edge. After the wearer casts an ultimate skill, the next ultimate skill cast by an ally within a certain period of time will do increased damage. So, what do you guys think about this? You're gonna be improving the damage of your ally for you be able to have more damage in that specific battle. Okay, so probably you're gonna use this gear here for sure. And then you have this one here, that is the necrotic plume of the veil. The weather attacks ignores a set amount of the target's defense. So this is offensive. It's gonna be ignoring a target's defense. That's improved damage. Another one here for sure you're gonna be using, okay, in terms of your DPS dealers. But you have more. You have more here. Look at this. The Bloodthorn Fury. So look at this. Guys, I'm checking this right now with your, for me, it's totally new this, okay? So look at this. When the weather receives a buff, they gain a stack of permanent attacks up. Another one here that for sure gonna be using as well. It's an offensive gear. And then you have this one here, probably this one is supported gear. At the start of the battle, look at that. Increase the weather's resistance when a line is about to be inflicted with any control effect. So probably this gear here is not just about arena, Feymander, but chiefs as well. Yeah. So the weather has a chance to take allies place as a target. Tanky gear here probably just to protect your supporters in some way. So I see on this way about this specific gear here, okay? And then you have more these two ones. Starting here the precision construct, so that one increase the weather enlightenment at the start of the battle. So in terms of enlightenment here, remember what I talk about Shorak? Well, allies adjacent to the weather gains damage reduction. So you have Shorak, you have loads of heroes. This can be used for even arena. You have Pergunte, you have loads there. That's you guys gonna be using enlightenment. I don't not talk even about the poison heroes, the old poison ones. I'm not talking about corrosion. Okay, and then you have here the arcane whirling, a whirling. Yeah. So what that does? When the wear inflicts a debuff, the target's damage take is increased. Oh, look at this. Another one gonna be using. Another gear for sure gonna be using our composition. This effect stacks in when multiple types of debuffs are inflicted by a single skill. Yep, for sure. This is another one here. Is gonna be one of the main gears for the 4th season. Okay. Let me check if you have one more. No, that's exactly all of them. Yeah, guys, that's the thing here. So we have all these type of gears coming up, and I tell you, there are 4 of these mythicals here that's really important to have. All right. So I had to bring this video to talk about this gear, so that's why I brought this video here, before I continue here with my live video. But guys, just like the video, this is a recorder before, and just for guys have an idea about these new gears, in my opinion as well. Okay,